All right, my minions, yes. So this is a good Monday. It is nice and sunny out. It's warm out. Borderline hot out. And today just so happens to be Memorial Day. I wanted to take a time, bend your ear a little bit, and let's discuss Memorial Day and what it means. What is the meaning of Memorial Day? What is it about? And some people get offended when you say Happy Memorial Day because, memorial and remembrance of those who have fallen, of those who have died, and particularly like people you generally think of veterans, people who have been KIA. They died in battle. They made the ultimate sacrifice for the country. And while this is true, and couldn't be any truer. I've had buddies that are KIA, I miss dearly. I've got people who have lost their battle to PTSD that I miss dearly. I've served those, many people have served, and people will continue to serve in the military. And we should remember and be thankful for the ultimate sacrifice that they've made. But to me, and you may agree with me on this, you may not, I hope you do, it expands beyond just the military, beyond just veterans of the military. Well, not veterans, yeah, they're still veterans. I'm trying to get my words together, get my thoughts together, but it expands beyond the military. The bugs are out. It expands to all those who serve, those who have died in the line of duty, those who have been KIA, those who put themselves first to serve the public and the greater good. And basically, it extends to all first responders, law enforcement, fire and rescue, doctors and nurses, even the private sector. It's a different job, different mission, but law enforcement, they run towards the hazard. They run towards the gunshot. They run towards that person who has that knife. They run towards that bomber. They go to work every day knowing that they may not come back home that day. And they do it anyways. Same with fire and rescue. They're going towards that fire. Or just going to render aid regardless. Doctors and nurses, paramedics. There are doctors, nurses, paramedics who were still on the front line, still doing their job during COVID and the pandemic, and still doing it now. Selflessly. Knowing the risk, knowing the hazards, but that was the job, that's what they signed up for, that's what they volunteered for, and that's what they're doing. You got Doctors Without Borders that go into war-torn countries to render aid. And in the military as well, they do a lot of humanitarian aid. People often say, you're obviously in the military, you're serving your country. But let's think about that. What is the country? The people are the country. You're doing it for the betterment of the people. You're serving the people. In however way you are doing it. There's no difference in law enforcement, fire and rescue, nurses and doctors are serving the people. The people are the country. So we should be extending that to them as well. Memorial Day. Remember those who selflessly sacrificed themselves, put themselves at risk and did not come back from it. Just think of it on the much grander, broader scale. You know, there are those who, whoa, don't you touch me, Hornet. There are those who, you know, serve the military and jump right into law enforcement or fire and rescue. And you've got that legendary SEAL, doctor, astronaut. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but that's an incredible story. I'm sure I'll find it. I'll put it in the description below for y'all. But dude, he definitely achieved all his goals and dreams. But I know people who went on from the military, decided to serve in law enforcement, decided and then went into SWAT, and then so on and so forth. So many people do that. So just put that into perspective. Think about that for a moment. How, you know, what Memorial Day is about. Like I said, some people get offended when you wish them a happy Memorial Day, and I can understand why. I mean, understand this: death is hard on the living. Now, just think before y'all cancel me. Think about this for a moment. You're dead, you're dead. I'm dead. If I'm gone, I'm gone. I've got nothing else to worry about. The people who are left behind, they're the ones mourning. They're the ones who are sad. They're the ones who have to remember you. They're the ones who are going to miss you. No one really knows what's beyond death, if there's an afterlife or not. If you remember what was going on while you were alive, if there is an afterlife. No one knows. So in this basic form, death is hard on the living. So, but we don't want to forget. So Memorial Day is important. You know, I respect I hope I'm labeling this right, but the Hispanic holiday of the Day of the Dead. You know, remembering your loved ones. Not just, you know, those who serve, but all of your loved ones. Anyone you missed, anyone who's died, anyone who's meant anything to you and are no longer here. Remembering them. Like, I respect that. Not everybody gets it. Some people think it's morbid, but I respect that. I get it. I understand it. I acknowledge it. It's the same for Memorial Day. You know? And I've been reading up on a bunch of speeches and quotes people have said, and you know, about people getting upset about Memorial Day. And, man, I can only speak for myself, but I can also speak for some others as well. That let people celebrate Memorial Day. It doesn't have to be a sad occasion. Have a barbecue. Go ahead and drink. Celebrate Memorial Day in a grand, you know, as grand of a gesture as you can possibly do it. Because oftentimes that is why people are serving and people are dying while serving, to allow people to have those liberties and freedoms to celebrate. You know, it doesn't have to be a sad occasion. Talk about the good times. Remember the good times. Share funny stories. Don't use it as just an excuse like St. Patrick's Day and Cinco de Mayo, where 99% of people don't actually know what those holidays are for, and they just use it as an excuse to drink. Tell stories. Get out there. Celebrate the occasion. Remember those that you miss. So you don't have to get offended about when people say Happy Memorial Day. Do it right. You know? Most of people get offended because they've lost somebody and they're in pain and they're mourning. You know, they're still mourning and they're still hurting over it. Take that as an opportunity to share a story about somebody that you lost, that meant something to you. You know, the sad stories and how a person died is just, you know, is very important. But equally so, the good times as well. How the person made you feel, how the person made you laugh, how y'all laughed together. Some of the crazy stunts and adventures y'all went on, you know, whatever the case is. So, let that be a good lesson about Memorial Day. Just open your mind about it a little bit. One more thing that I want to get out there, put out to you. Something I learned a few years back, and I wish they would like teach this in like basic training when you go to serve. Because a lot of people are appreciative. And not just of the military, but a lot of people appreciate it of law enforcement, fire rescue, anyone who puts themselves before others. You'll hear it at a time. Thank you for your service. We appreciate your service. We appreciate what you do. And, you know, it feels good to hear that. You know, especially where there's plenty of other people who can't stand the military and law enforcement and all that. And it can wear on you. So it's good to know that there are some people who do appreciate it. But it's just awkward as hell when we hear it. It just seems so wrong to say you're welcome. Thank you for your service. You're welcome. Like, it's just because it's not. We're not doing it for the recognition. You know, we're not doing it so people will have to say thank you for your service. So it just feels so awkward and so wrong to say you're welcome. But this is what I learned years ago. This is what you can say. People will say thank you for your service. Your simple response is thank you for your support. Because I do. I appreciate the fact that I appreciate the support that they're giving me. You know, I really do. So it's thank you for your service. Thank you for your support. It goes off much smoother, and it doesn't feel awkward. It doesn't feel like, you know, conceited. You're being conceited, or like, you don't know. It's just weird, and it's awkward, and yeah, it doesn't feel like it's like an entitlement. There we go. It doesn't feel like you're being entitled. Like, yeah, they need to say that. No, they don't have to say that at all. But the support means the world to us, and we do appreciate that. So, but that's all I have for you. Wanted to this will be give a special one. Talk about Memorial Day for a moment. You hear opposing views on these things. So thank you for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, please like, subscribe, and share, and follow, and like, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And guess what? I will see y'all next time. Have a good one.